Hey, it's Cory with the Cory Mayo team, and we're doing an updated driving tour here at Welches Pond. We're in the final phase. I did a video maybe a month ago where we had some aerial footage and we were checking out the rear phase, but we want to do an actual drive-through, show you what has changed since the last time we did a drive-through tour here, which a lot has changed here. Clubhouse is open, pool's open. They had a really awesome cornhole tournament just a few weeks ago, so Welches Pond is really kicking off with great vibes here in Lewes, Delaware. But anyway, let's hop in the car here and set off and check out what is new here at Welches Pond on Cedar Grove Road here in Lewes, Delaware. So here we are entering the community here. We have beautiful monuments on the other side. I really like these monuments. A lot of these newer communities, the monuments that they put in are great, but there's something about the elegance of these monuments that kind of brings in those wood tones and that mirrored material. I just think it really adds a nice feel and vibe when you come into the community. Off to the left is going to be the Jameson model, which for anyone that's been in here, they know where that is. Flanking ponds as we enter the community, which is always nice to have that. The community is all the way back right now from a build perspective, is in the final phase. So we're in phase, I think it's phase 6 right now, which we will get back there and we'll loop all the way back and around and then back to where the actual kayak launch is located. I'll see if it's open. If so, we'll try to get out there. If not, maybe we can get our photographer to get some aerial footage that will pop in of that. There's only a few basement lots that remain in here. One is lot 4, which is back along Cedar Grove Road, and then there's a couple that are up front. To the right here is the thicket. This backs up to the actual Welches Pond. This is like your adult playground, swings and benches and somewhere just to kind of hang and relax. The homes in here are going to be Schell Brothers Courtyard Series homes. So these are going to be bigger, grander homes like the Waterfords, the Chesapeakes, Cassidy's, even the Wimbrel. So really beautiful homes throughout the community. Now I want to note, if you're looking for a faster close, on the right here is a beautiful, stunning Chesapeake. I'm actually selling that house, so a little bit biased on that, but it really is an absolutely beautiful home. Amazing finishes. They put a ton of money into that house during the selections process. It backs to the Welches Pond, so it has a lot of opportunity for privacy and the setting that is in there. It actually, the nice thing is it has 2 owner's suites on it, which is a unique feature for Chesapeake. So, if you're thinking about something, maybe time-wise, you need something sooner, the Welches Pond is definitely one, or that Chesapeake on the Welches Pond is one to consider. Off to the right here, this is going to be our amenities. This is the clubhouse and the pool, and they actually just had a really cool cornhole tournament, like I said earlier. So it's really neat that this community is starting to get its vibe, its feel. It's growing in now that so many people are living here, and it's kind of getting its personality, I guess is the better way of saying it. You got a top lot, and this is the back side of the amenities off to the right. As I said earlier, you'll notice I use the word mature when I talk about this community. It has nothing to do with the residents. It has to do with the vibe of the homes that are in here. These are more mature homes in average, so larger, grander looking homes. The community itself feels a little mature because of the spacing between the homes. A fun fact about this community that not a lot of people are aware of, there is more green acreage in this community than home sites, which on average, that's typically, in most communities, that's opposite. So normally you would have, I'm just going to use some numbers. You have 100 acres and you're going to have 150 home sites on it. Whereas this would be the opposite. You would have 100 home sites on 150 acres. Now it's bigger than that and there's more homes. We have 240 home sites in this community, but just to kind of give you an idea. So that's why this community feels so green and fresh, and there's so much privacy throughout this community, which is nice. because of the amount of green space that we find. Everywhere we look, we're kind of seeing trees. It's not just bordering all the way around. They're in the middle. They're on the outer edges. We've got a little bridge area that we kind of cut through the trees back there. So that's what makes this community feel even more special than what you might have. And I'm so happy to see that the community is getting fully built out and it's going to be closing here. But I'm also so sad that the community is almost being built out and closing out here, because I think this has been a really amazing community for a lot of people to be able to call home. Ponds throughout. Off to the left here, you'll see we've got the pickleball courts. Looks like they got that painted, or the sport courts, tennis, pickleball, basketball. So that's gonna be off to the left here. And then we have our dog parks that are right there as well. Separate park for large and small dogs. We're coming back into the area of the community that is going to be where your new construction opportunities are going to be, or contracts on a new build. There's only been a couple resales, so this is really, as of today, being September 25th, we have 2 resales in this community, and everything else is going to be a new build opportunity. So still a number of home sites that are available down here. You see straight ahead the trees. On the other side of that tree line is going to be where we're going to find the Love Creek. So off to the left, far all the way to the left there is where the actual launch is, or where the dock for kayaking and paddleboarding is going to be located, in which I'll take us back there in a moment. But that is, again, off on the other side of this tree line straight ahead. Again, a little patience here, being in an active build zone. So off to the left, we have a pond here. There's a few home sites here that have basement opportunities. We have 227, which we passed earlier. And then I believe this is 233, I believe it is. 233. Oh, maybe it's sold. It was available. So the majority of basement lots that are available right now, you're not gonna have basement lots that back the woods. So we would wanna look at that if a basement is really in the scope of what you're looking for. Let's check out the basement lots that are available, see if you like them. If not, then we need to explore other possible communities that have basement lots available to you. Black Oak is one that is going to be Welches Pond on the east, style community on the east side of Route 1. Maybe going to Walden, see what's available in Walden. And then Miralon has a lot of basement lots that are available as well. We might have to pause here because this guy's unloading. So while they're unloading this skid here, we'll do a quick pause, and then we'll come back to this in a second. All right, we're back at it again. Patience is always necessary when we're in new construction environments because they're building houses. So here we are again. That tree line off to the right here, that is going to take us. The other side of those trees is going to be the Love Creek. And down here, right, it's open, so we'll make a right down here. This is going to take us to this really neat little kind of archway that leads us to the pathway that goes back to where that launch is. There are storage racks back there for paddle boards and kayaks and things like that, so that's super cool. So that way you don't have to cart them back and forth. Not sure how exactly that's going to work. Might be a lottery system. There may be enough for everybody. I'm not sure, but this is where you would come back to and then kind of go through, which will take you back to the actual Love Creek. I guess this is going to be where the pavilion is on the website. So, and you get right to Love Creek back there. See if we can pop up some footage real quick on there. All right, so going through the loop, we're gonna come back and we'll stay off to the right here. We just came from the left side, pond straight ahead. So this will give us some bearings as to some of the home sites that are currently available. The nice thing is, we do this little overlay here with the site plan, and that so that as we're doing this drive-through, and we'll do this, pull that site plan as of today, you can see what home sites are currently available for sale and which aren't, because older things, that's not too helpful, so we try to be as up to date as possible with that information. Lots of homes going up here, which is great. We love to see that. We have probably about 30 clients that have built in Welches Pond with our team, primarily with myself. So, we love to see clients coming in here. Even more so, I love when I drive through here and I get to see them and hear them talk about how happy they are and how much they love their experience here in this community. It really is it's a very special feel when you're in this community. Just the look and feel and vibe of it. So it's definitely one to consider. On average, we're at about a 1/4 acre lots, throughout the community. HOA here, I believe it's $295 a month. That's going to include your grass cutting and weed whacking. If you decide to have a fence installed because maybe you have kids or a pet, or you just like fences, as long as it's a 5-foot wide gate, they will actually cut inside of your fence as well. There's a lot of communities that once you put a fence up, it's now inside the fence is your responsibility. So they will do inside and out so long as you have the proper size gate. All that has to go through the HOA for approval, through their ARC board. So that is, you would be aware of that, and so you don't have to worry so much about that. So as we go through the community, again, that lot size is part of that feel as well, and being at that 1/4 acre-ish, some larger, based upon shape and size. So it's nice to have those larger home sites and kind of spacing between the homes as well. It's one thing that a lot of people say as they're coming through this community is they just feel that there's more shoulder room. Some of the home sites along that back area, just so you're not sticker shock, they have $100,000 premiums depending on which lots they are and what is located in the back of the home site as far as the view. So don't want you to be sticker shocked when you start checking that out. So some of those do have some higher home sites. That is not set by Schell Brothers, that is set by the developer. So keep that in mind. Schell Brothers, they don't get to say how much those home sites are one way or another. So, but they're still, if this is in the reach of what price-wise works financially for you, it's just one of those communities. We're just going to be maybe a mile or so from Route 1. So while we're just a short distance from Route 1, it feels like when we pull into the community, it fast forwards you 20 miles inland. It's so quiet and peaceful back here, but we're only a mile away from Route 1 for shopping and dining. If you head off to the left, you get into downtown historic Lewes, which is super quaint, nice stores down there, great restaurants and cuisine down there. Get into the Cape Hamilton State Park for beach going and activities and frisbee golf and everything that goes on at the Cape Hamilton State Park. Make a right to head down to Rehoboth to go to Funland for the rides, and going down to the Ave for all the beachy, vacation-y vibe and feel. Continue down farther, get into Dewey, a bit more nightlife going on down there, and then head over the inlet and then get into Bethany, and then one little bit farther down you can get into the Fenwick Ocean City area, which is nice. It's nice to have the Ocean City 45 minutes away. When you have guests come, run down there. It's a fun thing to do, but you're not forced to engage with it every second of your life like all those people that live in Ocean City. So quiet year-round living here, but still a short drive away from all of the beach goings if you want to get engaged, or if you're a glutton for punishment and you want to fight through traffic, go for it, have at it. The neat thing is that in the off season, this is when life really blossoms, as I say it, for us that live here. It's such a great lifestyle in the off season. We call this the local summer right now. In September, it's still warm enough to go to the beach, and it's very easy access in and out. So it's a really nice time of year to be in coastal Delaware. So that pretty much concludes our tour here at Welches Pond. Again, my name is Cory with the Cory Mayo team, and I help people just like you buy, build, and sell homes right here in Coastal Delaware. Don't forget, if you're thinking about building, give us a call. We are here to be an advocate to help you figure out the proper communities, floor plans, what is the right way of going about this process so you don't have to feel confused or stressed about it. Also being your eyes and ears on the ground and while your home is being built, because a lot of people tend to build that don't live here and then they sell and move down here full time. So feel free to give us a call at 302-466-5511. You can also text us at your earliest convenience at the same number, or also just simply shoot us off an email at Cory, C-O-R-Y, at coastallifede.com. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to reach out, and I look forward to making you one of our next happy customers. Have a great day.